The fuck is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Fennekin, also known as Lennox. How's it going? Today it is currently May 31st, 11:19 p.m. 5/31/2025. Tomorrow, which will be the first day of June, your boy graduates, right? You guys like that calendar, by the way? Seems like every Asian household has a calendar like this, right? Just so beautiful. You know, got the red, got the blue. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Cool. Got the yellow. It's very colorful. Very designy. Designy. I don't know. Yeah. Got it back in January. So, yeah, your boy graduates. How I'm feeling about it? Very indifferent. Before I get into my feelings about graduation, though, my graduation is held tomorrow at 7 p.m. at a church. And I'm not sure how your school does it, but some people are probably like scratching their heads. Maybe not. I don't know. And they're like, 7 p.m. I feel like it's a little late for high school graduation on a Sunday. And you'd be correct, even though I kind of do agree. I do agree to 50-50. I agree. You know, I do agree. It's a little late, but it's also not too late. But it's also on a Sunday, right? Works tomorrow. I don't know. Can get it. It can work, right? Because usually by 7 p.m., well, unless you're working overtime, you're cooking dinner, you're eating dinner, you're either in the shower, washing dishes, chilling, go upstairs, I don't know, do what you have to do, take a nice shit, wipe your ass, wash your hands, brush your teeth, go turn your fan on, hop in bed, maybe watch some YouTube videos, fall asleep, right? Next day comes into Monday. But, no, the reason why they're holding it at a church, similar to the class of 2023, the class of 2023 and the class of 2025, we graduate at my school. We graduated at a church. Reason being is because usually graduation at my school is held at the gym, but because the gym is being remodeled, they remodeled it through the entirety of 2023. So literally, well, not the entire. Well, I forgot how it was, but they were like remodeling it a little, like a while. They were remodeling a lot of parts of the school, and then next year came, everything was all good and gravy. Then this year came, everything was all good until December, January, where they all like began to remodel all this stuff, which is cool, right? Which is also kind of funny because it also kind of plays into the thing where like you graduate, and once you graduate, next school year comes, everything is different, right? Your school looks like a piece of dog shit right now, but once you graduate, everything looks so cool in advance. It looks like it came from the year 3000, right? Well, I wouldn't go that far, but something like that. Hey, listen, I really, cool, but I'm also like, I don't really, good for them, right? That's all I gotta say. Because, apparently the school is banning phones and stuff, which is like, oh, that's crazy. Like, they're banning phones altogether. Maybe that's just like a rumor or whatever, because you know how fast rumors get to spread. But no. Either way, we're graduating at 7 p.m., right? It's cool, right? And graduating it at the, very nice church. Reason why it's being held at 7 p.m., obviously it's a Sunday, right? So you got to get that Sunday service prayer on, right? You got to praise the Lord. Then you got to get your Sunday dinner on, right? And then after that, once they bounce, we hop in. We're there from 7 p.m. That's where the ceremony starts. 7 p.m. to 9:30, 10 p.m. That's when we're all like out. But usually families can either go home and do their own things, or the seniors, right? We graduate and stuff like that. We can go to this one. There's a gymnasium, right? It's an after party. We're gonna be there from 10:30 p.m. to 3 in the morning, right? Just gonna be chilling in there. I don't know how many teachers are going to show up. I don't know who's chaperoning a bunch of freshly graduated high school students, right? But, once we out, right, everybody going to be lit and stuff like that. and I don't know how many teachers are gonna go crazy, but it's probably gonna be like if there's like at least a gang of teachers, damn well they all gonna be calling off the next day. Makes sense. I think all be calling off Monday, which is cool because like the actual school, the 9, 10, 11th graders, they get out on June 12th, whereas we get out tomorrow. Well, actually, no, we got out on May 22nd, but we graduate tomorrow. Which is cool, because, like, the seniors last year at my school started, because our school started on September 3rd, and our last day was May 22nd. For them, their first day of school was August 28th, and they got out on the 23rd of May. And then the seniors before them were August 29th, and they got out, I believe, on May 24th or May 25th. Whatever day was a Thursday, they got out, right? And ooh, I love that. Yep, crawl in the middle of the floor. It's a spider. He just be walking. It's very nasty, I know. And kind of that time though. It's getting a little nice out. Well, not really. It's May 31st and it's 50 degrees out. Right? Which, I mean, not too crazy, but I prefer when the weather's like chill like this, because when it's like 80 degrees out, oh my god. But yeah, I'm feeling very indifferent about graduation, like I said earlier. Yeah, my eyes are just focused on this. But no, yeah, I'm very indifferent about it because, again, I'm happy, but at the same time, it's just because you're so used to, keep in mind, I've been attending my public school system since 2012. I've known a lot of people, or some people in my grade, since 2012. That was 14 years ago, right? 14 years ago, right? And well, he bounced. I don't know where they went, but yeah, I've known these people for quite a while, and without them, like when you're without like them being around you, because like they're gonna do what they do after high school. They're either gonna go to trade, college, military. I don't know who's actually going to military now, but they're doing their own thing, right? Happy for them, I really am. But when like September comes, right, you're just gonna be there and you're gonna be like, I really should be getting ready to go to high school, right? But no, not everybody is doing their own thing, right? And you're just so used to being around these people where it's just like, without them, it's just very, you kind of get used to it, I'm pretty sure, right? But it's just, dang, now I have to really focus on myself and really take care of what I'm doing, because people, again, a lot of people move on, right? Go and find new friends. They cut off people, and then do their own thing, right? They don't want to interact with anybody from high school, so they go and just do whatever, right? And they just want to do their own thing, right? Can't really knock them for that. But then you really just like want to like be like, man, I really should cherish these people, right? Obviously we have social media, which is a great tool to just like be, like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how's it going? Right? But, at the end of the day, it's just like, it's up to you really to be like, okay, do I really want to interact with this person? Do I really want to be around them? Like, we were cool, right? But, I kind of just want to focus on my own thing now, right? Because, like, school is honestly the best place for your friends to just be around and just do some goofy, crazy shit, right? Because, out in the real world, you have consequences, right? You can't act like a motherfucking fool at a bar, right? And then, not expect to get some consequences handed to you, right? Whether it's like a, conviction or what, I don't know what the hell you'd be doing for a conviction. I don't know, picking a dude up and throwing him through a glass window, or some shit. I don't know, but in school, if you goof off, send office, right, or some shit, parents called, whatever, right. Whereas it's just it's some shit you can laugh off or whatever. Yes, you're gonna make yourself look like an asshole more than anything, right? But at least you're doing something. That is just I guess you know humorous to you because I mean both ways it is that you make yourself again an asshole, but at least in school I guess it's just oh wow this guy he's stupid. Whereas in the real world it's wow this guy he has some issues, right? So once that circle of friends, because school again is the best place to just be around your friends. They have to be there, right? And you're just around them. Once high school done, graduate, all go their separate ways, right? Some move, right? Again, like I mentioned, some go to trade, some college, whatever, right? And it's really hard to make plans unless you really have the dedication to time, and they also have the dedication to time to do something. There are times where friends just want to be left alone, right? They want to be left alone. They don't want to interact, right? They rather prefer to just sit, play video games. Can't really, it's them, right? And it would be cool to do stuff with them. Again, it would, right? But at the same time, though, it's just oh, fuck. I really wish we could do this, but I know you like to be lazy. I like to be lazy. I like to just kind of have my time alone. You like to have your time alone. It's whatever. You know what I mean? I would prefer we hang out and do shit because honestly, when you're kind of alone by yourself, it's just kind of a little, something to really battle that depression when you're around your friends. Well, actually, when you're with your friends, it can also be depressing at the same time because, it's just you kind of have to cherish this moment a little more because we don't know what tomorrow's going to hold. We don't know what the next week's going to hold. We don't know what next year's going to hold. We don't know, what the next future is going to hold. So we don't know. But it's always best to just, really cherish the people around you because we don't know where other people are gonna do, right? And yeah, very indifferent about graduating though. Happy, but it just I just really wish we could just be around because this senior class, we have 80 people in our senior class, 80 people, which is actually not that much, right? Maybe more than probably a school that you go to, probably the same, probably less, probably way less than the school you probably go to or something like that, right? But, excuse me, but, it was just very, it's very humbling. It's very just, wow, this is it. And I was a little sad actually because you guys know what the clap out is, right? Where you walk through the hallways and stuff like that. Later this is the 20th, so 2 days ago, literally. I was I was on my couch, just chilling. Should I say this? I downloaded NBA 2K25. It was on sale, right? Because the Pacers and the Thunder are in the finals, right? And it's that time where games like that go on sale. So I got it on sale. It was $8. I had to get it on sale. I got it, right? I was waiting for it to download, and I was on my laptop when I'm recording it right now. I was on it, and I was just looking at YouTube videos. I was scrolling, and I was really thinking. I was wow, man, this is it. In a couple days, I graduate. This is kind of man. And then I just thought about the people in my grade. I'm man, these people are again, like I mentioned, 14 years, 2012, been around them for a while. You're just around these people, and it's just man, these people bring out so many good memories, so many bad memories, interesting memories, memories where I got in trouble, memories where laughter was a priority. Excuse me. memories where it will bring out a memory where people will be like, what was your favorite, what was some of your favorite aspects of high school? Oh, so and so did this, and so did that, and so said so and so is so and so that so went and so and chopped their toad off, or I don't know what the fuck. It's just stuff like that. And, you're really just like, it's all cool. Right? It's really just what it is. And, yeah. That's just, I guess, that, again, that's life. Right? That's how life is. It's just way life rolls. And, yep. Again, it's just, I don't have any words for it because it's just, I can't believe it. But whatever that may be, I just hope tomorrow's a good day. I hope people have a good life. That's all I gotta say. Right? People have been saying that to me as well when they write in my yearbook. They're just like, I hope your life is cool and stuff. Like, I hope you have a better life than you did in high school. Some shit like that. Right? And yeah. So with that being said, just class of 2025, the most people apparently graduating the most ever in history, maybe? I don't know. Is that actually true? Most people to graduate was in 2025? If so, that's actually kind of wild. Right? And shout out to some of my friends that I didn't even expect. Like, there were some friends that I have, I didn't even know they were going to graduate. I didn't even think they were going to graduate. They also didn't think they were going to graduate. But then they managed to grind out in literally the last 2 weeks of school, literally, and they somehow graduated. Shout out to my man, Shoe Consumer. I hate to put you out like this. This guy literally finished his, sociology? His sociology class in a span of like 24 hours. And he managed to finish his English class in a span of like 6 days, right? 6, 7, basically a week days, right? Crazy stuff. But yeah, with that being said, that's 2025, May 31st. We out here. Good night. It's 11:37. I really should be like, chilling now. Probably gonna go. My computer's fully my laptop is fully charged, and yeah. See ya. Class of 2025. We out here. Bye.